Hey everybody, here is a quick video going over our Activity 1 opener for today. We have 3 questions here. One is a review from last week, and then 2 of them are just overall review. So taking a look at this, if you remember from last week, we were talking about decimals and how we can compare those and what those look like. And in this case here, we have 27 hundredths versus 73 hundredths. Now the main thing is remembering how we are going to say that. We don't want to say 0.27. Yeah, you're going to hear people say that and people will understand that, but mathematically we want to make sure that we're saying that correctly. So that is 27 hundredths, and we are comparing that to 73 hundredths. All right, another way we looked at that last week as well was how we could write that as a fraction. That is 27 out of 100, okay, versus 73 out of 100. Now, when you see it like that, hopefully you'll notice that, yes, 73 out of 100, that is closer to the entire thing because we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, right? We have 7/10, and then we have this 1, 2, 3 hundredths versus only 10, 20, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hundredths. 2/10, 7 hundredths. So in this case here, we are going to say that 27 hundredths is less than 73 hundredths. Okay, there's that one. So then looking at our other questions for the day, scrolling up here to take a look at number 2, we're talking about adding those fractions there or decomposing those fractions. In this case, they're saying that we have 3/4. So let me pull over a model here. We have 3/4 like that. And they're asking what are 3 fractions that we could add together to equal that 3/4. Now, we wouldn't want to say 3/4 because then what are we going to put for the other 2, right? Of course, 3/4 is going to equal 3/4. All right, so we can use these more than once, right? So we could say, for example, we could say 1/4. And then in this case, we would need another 4th. And then in this case, we are going to add another 4th. So decomposing that into those unit fractions, that is 1/4. That is another 4th. And then that is another 4th right there. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. It's kind of like when we had our number line. Think of it like that again, just to show you this. Imagine, all right, so there's our 0. Here is our 4/4. One fourth, 2/4, or 1/2, 3/4 right here. This is our target. This is just another way to see the problem, right? So we went 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 right there. Perfect. Excuse me. Let me pull this up here. All right, so this one here, number 3, a little more complicated. Hopefully you drew out a picture for this one. So just to read through this one together here real quick. Ellie's boss asked her to paint a wall in their office. The wall is 6 blocks long. Before lunch, each block is the same length. Ellie paints 4 blocks before lunch. All right, so here's what I want to do. Just for the sake of time, I want to pull this up as our model because this model here shows the wall, right? If she paints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, she has painted the entire wall, all right? So we can use this model right here for this problem. Going back to it, it says that she paints 4 blocks before lunch. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, she's painted 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, okay, before lunch. She's almost finished. Here's the question. What fraction of the wall did Ellie paint the lines before lunch? I need to fix that typo. I'm going to fix that right now. What fraction of the wall did Ellie paint before lunch? fixed right there. You get to see me do it. All right, what fraction of the wall did Ellie paint before lunch? Well, let's take a look at that. She painted 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 6. That is the fraction 4/6. All right, so I'm going to write this over here. 4/6 of the wall. And my handwriting is crazier than normal since I'm using a computer here, right? So ignore that crazy looking F. All right, second question here. Did Ellie paint half of the wall? How did you know? So let's take a look at our model and let's think about that, what we know about halves and equivalent fractions. So this is out of 6. This wall is out of 6. So the question is, did she paint half of the wall? And if you said no, you are correct. She did not. Okay, so how do you know that she did not paint half of the wall? So the question would go, did she paint less than half or more than half? So if you look at my model or look at the model that you drew, how would you explain that? How do you know? Okay, well, we can look at it and say, all right, well, half of this would be 3/6, right? This is half. She painted more than 1/2 of the wall, okay, because she painted 4 out of 6, when half of that would be 3 out of 6. All right, nice job, guys. Thank you very much. Hope to talk to you soon. Let us know if you need any help with anything. Bye.